Hello again, welcome back to Fundamental of GIS, series of GIS people. The fourth important person we're going to talk about, his name is Richard Church. Richard Church and traffic simulation. Richard Church received his Bachelor of Science degree from Lewis and Clark College. After finishing two majors, one in math and one in chemistry, he continued his graduate education in geography and environmental engineering at the Johns Hopkins University, where he specialized in water resources systems engineering. Currently, Rick is professor of geography at the University of California, Santa Barbara. He continues to be involved in environmental modeling and has specialized in forest systems modeling and ecological reserve design. He also teaches and conducts research in the areas of logistics, transportation, urban planning, and location modeling. Rick is often motivated by real-world problems, whether it is operating a reservoir, designing an ambulance posting plan for a city, or finding the best corridor for a right-of-way. One of his recent projects involves simulating the emergency evacuation of a neighborhood in advance of a rapidly moving fire, such as the one in the Oakland Hills in 1991 that destroyed 2,900 structures and resulted in 25 deaths. The Mission Canyon area of Santa Barbara, a neighborhood that exhibits many of the same characteristics as the Oakland Hills. Aware of the potential threat, members of the Mission Canyon Neighborhood Association asked if there was a way in which they could better understand the difficulty they would face in an evacuation. To address this problem, Rick utilized a micro-scale traffic simulation program called PARAMICS, PARAMICS, to model a number of evacuation scenarios. The simulation pattern some minutes into an evacuation, with cars bumper to bumper crowding the available exit and unable to move should the fire advance over them. Through this work, it was evident that the biggest gain in safety was to encourage residents to use one vehicle per household in making a quick exit. Furthermore, traffic control was found to be very important in decreasing overall clearing time. The county government has since agreed to pre-position traffic control officers during red flag alerts, times of extreme fire danger, so that the time to respond with traffic control measures is kept as low as possible. The work reported here was sponsored by a grant from the California Department of Transportation. The simulation using PARAMICS raised an important issue for GIS. The conventional representation of a street in a GIS is as a polyline, a series of points connected by straight lines. However, it would be impossible to simulate driver behavior on such a representation because it would be necessary to slow to negotiate the sharp bends at each vertex. Instead, Paramix uses a representation consisting of a series of circular arcs with no change of direction where arcs join. Integrating Paramix with GIS therefore requires transformation software to convert polylines to acceptable representations.